about you, but time just seems to be the one thing I consistently don't have enough of. But don't fret, because here at The Good Stuff, we're here to help. Today is all about saving time with our Make It in Minutes show. Starting things off in the kitchen, as we are often to do here on The Good Stuff, with a easy Make It Tonight recipe that is guaranteed to save time. How do I guarantee that, you ask? I hear some of you asking that, right, in the audience? Yeah, I hear it. Well, I'm gonna time myself. And I'm feeling a little nervous about this one because I'm going to time myself and try to whip up a delicious spaghetti and sausage meatballs with whipped ricotta, all in about 12 minutes. That's how much I'm giving myself. Just a fun fact for everybody here and everybody at home, I'm covered in makeup because I'm freaking out. I don't know why I set this limit, but we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Okay, so let's get that timer up on the clock. We got it, and start. Okay, we're going. All right, so the first thing we need to do to get started on this delicious recipe is obviously get to work on the pasta. Now, I did cheat a little. I got my water boiling, and I got a pan preheated, so, you know, that doesn't count. So first thing I'm gonna do is add a good amount of salt into this water. Now, I'm using spaghetti today. If you really want this to go quickly, you could definitely do this with spaghettini. Spaghettini is great. It's a little thinner, so it cooks quicker. I'm going with spaghetti, and I want about 250 to 300 grams of spaghetti noodles here. And I'm gonna add that on into my boiling water. I like to do a bit of a twist and then a drop in. Guys, oh my gosh, get ready. This is gonna be a good day if that was impressive. All right, now give that a little bit of a stir just to get going. And to bring that back up to a boil, I'm gonna pop the lid back on there. Now that needs to cook for anywhere from about 8 to 10 minutes, so that's why you gotta be speedy quick getting that on the boil. Now I've got a pan here over about medium-high heat, and I'm gonna add in a little bit of olive oil. This is what I'm gonna start making my meatballs in. Yeah. Now, if you've made meatballs before, sometimes you gotta make like a panade situation, crack an egg in there, put all the flavoring, all this stuff. Know what I'm gonna do to save time? Use a sausage. Know why? Yes, someone else has done all the work of getting those flavors into that meat. So basically what I'm gonna do is grab a sausage, just a classic like link, and it's got that casing on the outside. So what I wanna do is grab a paring knife and just pop the tip of it in just to split that casing open and just break it open. Now, what I'm gonna do now is just kind of peel that away, and then using a spoon, I'm just gonna kind of like flick little sort of meatballs right into this pan. Now, this is an excellent audience, y'all. Y'all are doing it so good. Now I'm gonna crank the heat a little bit just so we get that sizzling going. But this is a way to make what I'm gonna call like meat chunks, because they're not perfect meatballs. If you do want perfect little meatballs, you can roll these up. That would be beautiful. But honestly, I'm about speed today, not about finesse. You do want them to be on the smaller side because you want them to cook up in about, I'd say, 8 to 10 minutes. Wait, how long do we have on that clock? 2 minutes? Okay, we're good, we're good. If these take 8 to 10 minutes, we're gonna be serving up at that 12-minute mark. So just pop it in. If you really wanna go speedy as well, you can also just do like a meat sauce. Grind up that meat, do it like a classic bolognese or something. But again, sausage meat is such a great hack. Someone else has seasoned this. It's got salt, it's got spices. I'm using like a spicy Italian, but even a mild Italian would work perfectly. But again, just kind of flick them right on into that pan, just however you'd like. Again, meat hunks, not meatballs. That's what we're going for. All right, this smells amazing already. You smell that fennel in there. Absolutely beautiful. And by getting rid of that skin, we're getting a good amount of that fat in the pan as well. All right, I'm gonna do 2 sausage links, but you could do up to 4 if you're feeling it. Now I'm gonna go wash my hands and pop these on the back counter. And you want those sausages to sear for just about 5 minutes. You're looking for some good golden brown color. And just to cook them almost all the way through. While those do their thing though, I'm gonna get to work on a super quick and delicious sauce. So, meatballs are doing their thing. I need a little bit of onion for my sauce. I love that mixture of onion, garlic, things like that to give you a delicious base for your sauce. So my tip, you could mince an onion, you could dice an onion, but to be honest, they take a little bit of time to cook. So what I'm gonna do is grate an onion. Super easy way to make a really quick cooked down onion flavor. But I will say, this really punches up the onion flavor. Onion is kind of like garlic, so the more you kind of cut into it and agitate it, the spicier and more punchy it is. So this is one of those things, if you're a onion crier, please don a pair of goggles and you'll be good to go. Now, just use the large side of a box grater and just pop that in. Now, as you're grating the onion, I can tell you're probably gonna be like, there's gonna be so much grated onion, just like cheese. You know, you grate cheese and somehow you end up with more cheese? Somehow you end up with less onion. I don't know what happens. It's the magic of grating an onion, but just pop it over. Also, fun fact, grating things is my scariest job in the kitchen. So pay attention, Mary, go slow, we're going safe. Even though we got, okay, we're still doing good. We're on 4 minutes in, we got those meatballs on, we got that pasta cooking, that onion is beautifully grated, and then all you need to do, see, boom, there you go. Chopped up onion in no time flat. Now, in addition to that onion, I'm also gonna add a little bit of garlic in. So I've got 2 cloves of garlic here, and I don't know where we're getting our garlic, but it's the Giant Farm, because this is a huge garlic. Now, if you want, you could do 1 clove of this, but I'm going in for 2, because I'm feeling garlicky today. And again, I'm gonna just pass it over the side of my grater. Typically, I'll use a rasp, but I'm just gonna use the small side of my grater for this one. Those meatballs, honestly looking good. Starting to get a little golden brown, I'm feeling good about those. All right. Now, since I'm grating all of this nice and fine, that's gonna cook down and get sweet and delicious and caramelized way quicker than if I was gonna use it nice and big. Now, tap that down, beautiful, garlic, we got it all. I'm gonna check on these little meatballs, give them a bit of a stir, just to agitate them. See, you got a little golden brown on that side. Isn't that guy looking beautiful? Can you see him? Oh yeah. Give him a little bit of a stir around, just to keep getting nice and golden. Now, I am gonna break this guy up, so it might turn more into a bolognese, but you know, we're getting dinner on the table in 12 minutes. Who's gonna complain? It's gonna taste great. Now, as you've noticed, I haven't actually seasoned this meat. Anytime I'm cooking ground meat, I actually season a little bit later, because salt tends to pull moisture out of things, and I wanna keep that moisture in so they stay nice and delish. I'm gonna check on that pasta. I just got a note in my ear, we're about halfway done. Oh boy, here we go. The noodles are looking beautiful. They're already nice and soft. Again, if you wanted to do a different type of pasta, it might take a little longer, a little shorter. Just keep an eye on it. It's gonna do its thing. Again, cooking those up. I'm gonna add my onion and my garlic into that pan now. That's gonna be perfect. So I'm using a bench scraper. This is a fun little thing. If you buy one of these and you pretend you're gonna make pastry, you're probably not, but it's really good for picking up onions. So I'm just gonna add those right on into my pan. That's gonna bring a little bit of moisture and deliciousness. And this is where I'm gonna start adding in my salt. So, good little pinch of salt just to start cooking down those veg. Maybe a little bit of pepper in there as well. Already, does this not smell delicious? This is like my type of spa. The steam facial of onions. I'm just saying. I'm a weird guy. All right, give that a mix together just to come together. You'll see the onion is already starting to cook down. Again, you want that good sear on those little meatballs. So flip them over, just make sure they're getting nice and cooked. My pasta's going crazy, so I'm gonna move that lid. How much time do we got on that clock, everybody? We've got set 5, so, we're making you do math today, aren't we? We're making you count backwards. All right, so I'm gonna turn that up. Let that keep doing its thing. Now, while that onion cooks down for just about 2 minutes, I'm gonna talk a little bit about tomatoes. Now, if you had a glut of fresh tomatoes, you could add those in, but they take a little bit to cook down, and I like that nice, delicious cooked sauce flavor. So I'm gonna use tomato paste. 1 can of, sorry, I got pepper in my throat. Don't worry, it's such a quick recipe, you got time to have pepper in your throat. I have a can of tomato paste here, and tomato paste is great because someone has already cooked down those tomatoes so much that they're nice and juicy and delicious. Really rich and flavorful, so it's gonna add a ton of tomato flavor right into this pan. So I'm just gonna add that whole can of tomato paste right on in. Now, I hate it when a recipe calls for a half a can of tomato paste, because what are you gonna do with the rest of this? So just put the whole can in, it's just gonna make it more tomatoey. If you did have any leftover tomato paste, I like to put it in a zip top bag, store it in the freezer, nice and flat. You can just spoon out anything you need to richen up your sauces. All right, looking good. Now give that a little bit of a mix in. That tomato paste is gonna almost stick to the bottom of that pan. That's gonna give you a really nice flavor, again, increasing that nice kind of caramelized deliciousness. Those meatballs are looking good. They're looking nice and golden brown and a little cooked through. And as you can see on this pan, we've got that golden brown stuff sticking right here. Did I get pepper in someone else's throat as well? Y'all, we went with the spicy Italian sausage. You can do mild if you're feeling it. But all of this cooked down bit on the bottom of the pan, that is pure flavor. You don't want to let that go to waste. So what I'm going to do is get a little bit of white wine. This is just like a white wine. These are my people today. What a delight. If you want, you could also add in a splash of water if you don't want to do wine, but we're going to go in with a bit of wine. That's going to help kind of lift, y'all. We are having a party later. I'm feeling good. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this for you. There, a little bit more. All right, so how much more? Okay, we got 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes. I'm feeling dandy. It might not seem like it, but I'm feeling good. So give that a mix together. That wine lifts off all that deliciousness. And now into there, I'm going to add in a can of crushed tomatoes. I love crushed tomatoes. Perfect for making into a soup. Really, really delicious. It also adds that brighter tomato flavor. So add that right on in. Then for a little bit of seasoning, just about a teaspoon of dry Italian seasoning. If you add fresh, feel free, but that's gonna give you really nice flavor. And then, as we've already discussed, I like a little bit of heat. So I'm going in with some chili flakes, just about half a teaspoon, just a little bit in there. Feel free to pull back if it's, you know, not your thing. Give that a nice stir up. And then I'm just gonna pop the lid on and let that come up to a simmer. Those meatballs are gonna cook through beautifully. They're already almost there. How do I turn this up even more? Oh, it's because we're on a single burner. Guys, first step, make sure you use the right burner. I was like, why are these taking so long? Fun fact, if you're not talking and you use the right burner, you're gonna be good to go. All right, now I am going to make a whipped ricotta because we've got about under 2 minutes left. Okay, Mary, hurry up, stop talking. So for the whipped ricotta, all you need is some ricotta cheese. You get it in like the hummus section of your grocery store, you know what I'm talking about? So I want about a cup of that and I'm gonna add it into my food processor. You can also do this by hand with a whisk, but a food processor makes quick work of things. Now into there, I'm also adding in half a cup of grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Go for the real stuff here. We're feeling it. This is from my good friend Chris Corrado, who's holding this camera right now. So we're feeling good. Now pop that lid on, and you want to process that up until it is nice and like fluffy looking. Just kind of whip it until it looks whippy, essentially. It kind of changes the sound. Looking beautiful. Season that up with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. How much time do I have left, everybody? Okay, we're good. We've got it. Final stretch. Okay, beautiful. This is gonna be a total dream. Let's give it a taste. That whipped ricotta. I was gonna say, we gotta hit someone in the audience who really wants a taste test. Let me tell you, if I leave any, there you go. All right, let's take a look at this beautiful sauce coming together. Nice and blippy. Look at that beaut. That looks absolutely amazing. My pasta, I got about 30 seconds, 20 seconds. My pasta's looking perfect. We're just gonna drag it on over right into that pan. I got 15 seconds? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is, no, 9. Ah, okay. And don't talk so much. And you can get dinner on the table in literally 12 minutes flat. A little bit more sauce for onto here. The plating, could I do it prettier? Yes, but honestly, she doesn't look too bad. Okay, that was so much fun. I'm so tired. I did put sausage in this. I feel like I deserve a snack, so I'm gonna eat some of this cheese, but I want someone out here to give this a taste. So I'm gonna bring my friend Nikki Strachan out here, who's coming up later in the show. Come on out. Hi, Nikki. Well done. Hi, oh my God. Well done. First off, did I ruin my hair, Nikki? No. Nikki does my hair every day.
Looks amazing.
And I feel like you nailed it. You really locked it in today. Do you want to give this a taste?
I would love to.
Okay, so we've got a classic kind of like, sort of meatball situation. You got to get some of that cheese.
Okay, yeah, I got it. It's in there.
Okay, and I'm just gonna eat some cheese.
Okay.
Okay, give it a go. Right? How's that going? Is it good? Right?
So much flavor.
So much flavor. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.